It's Monday, May 20th. The BJP-led NDA will return for a second consecutive term, most exit polls have projected. Let's take a look at the numbers as projected by 7 surveys. The India Today Axis poll projects a landslide for the BJP-led NDA, giving it between 339 to 365 seats. The poll gives the Congress-led UPA anywhere between 77 and 108 seats, and others between 69 and 95. Times Now VMR poll also projects NDA will cross the 300 mark, giving the BJP-led NDA 306 and the Congress-led UPA 132. Others are projected to get 104. Today's Chanakya echoes the projection of a landslide. The News 18 Ipsos poll joins the chorus, projecting the BJP-led NDA will get 336, the Congress-led UPA will get 82, and others 124. The Republic C voter poll projects the BJP-led NDA will get 287, the Congress-led UPA 128, and others 127. Another Republic poll conducted with Jan Ki Baat projects the NDA as crossing 300. ABP-AC Nielsen though projects the NDA will just about cross the halfway mark. It projects the BJP-led NDA will get 277, the Congress-led UPA 130, and others 135. Let's take a closer look at the numbers from 3 key states as projected by the India Today Axis exit poll. Uttar Pradesh, the India Today Axis poll projects as many as 62 to 68 of the 80 seats for BJP and its allies. The Mahagathbandhan between 10 and 16 seats, and the Congress is projected to get 1 or 2 seats, which is to say that despite the formidable SP-BSP alliance, the NDA is able to retain more seats than was being speculated. In 2014, the BJP and its allies had won a whopping 73. West Bengal, where we witnessed pitched battles between the BJP and the Trinamool Congress, the India Today Axis poll projects the BJP will win anywhere between a whopping 19 to 23 seats. The Trinamool Congress is close behind, projected to win between 19 and 22 seats. Odisha, a state the BJP was hoping to pick up seats, most polls show the party doing remarkably well. The India Today Axis poll projects as many as 19 parliamentary seats to the party in the state. Well, the caveat as always applies, exit polls very often get it wrong. Even as the exit polls for the Indian parliamentary elections were being published, pollsters in Australia, for instance, were being asked to explain themselves after the shock election night before, when the country's Liberal Party-led Conservative coalition retained power despite all polls projecting a win for the opposition Labour Party. Election Commissioner Ashok Lavasa has recused himself from all commission meetings on matters related to the Model Code of Conduct. Lavasa is protesting the non-inclusion of his minority dissenting views in orders passed by the Election Commission on Model Code of Conduct violations. Lavasa had reportedly given dissent notes on 5 of the 6 clean chits given by the poll body to the Prime Minister on complaints of Model Code of Conduct violations. Lavasa wrote to Election Commissioner Sunil Arora calling for greater transparency and asking that his opinions be made part of Model Code of Conduct orders. NDTV, which reviewed the correspondence, quoted Lavasa as having communicated that minority decisions recorded by me in several cases continue to be suppressed in a manner contrary to well-established conventions observed by multi-member statutory bodies. It appears futile for me to participate in the deliberations of the Commission until its lawful functioning is restored in terms of including the minority decisions recorded by me. Chief Election Commissioner Arora in a statement said the 3 members of the Election Commission of India are not expected to be templates or clones of each other, and that there have been vast divergence of views in the past, but that has remained within the confines of the Election Commission of India. The statement pointed out that the last meeting of the EC was on the 14th of this month, and it was unanimously decided to deliberate issues that have arisen from the conduct of the 2019 Lok Sabha polls. The Model Code of Conduct was identified as one of the 13 issues, he said. BJP ally and Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar on Sunday said the BJP should consider expelling the party's Bhopal candidate and terror-accused Sadhvi Pragya Thakur.
और कोई गोडसे के बारे में कोई इस तरह की बात करेगा तो पूरे देश में किसी भी व्यक्ति
बीजेपी पार्टी से निकाल क्यों नहीं रही उनको, केवल माफी मंगवा रही है।
इसका नुकसान अंदरूनी मामला है। कोई एक व्यक्ति क्या बोला तो उस पर रिएक्शन देना, एक्शन लेना पार्टी का काम, लेकिन जहां तक किसी भी व्यक्ति का इस तरह का विचार है, ये हम लोगों के लिए बर्दाश्त।
Thakur had last week referred to Mahatma Gandhi's assassin Nathuram Godse as a Deshbhakt, meaning patriot, remarks that were widely condemned. Thakur later issued a statement apologizing for her remarks. Duti Chand, India's national record holder in 100 meters, has revealed that she has found her life partner. The Asian Games silver medalist told the Indian Express that she is in a same-sex relationship with a girl from her hometown in Odisha. The 23-year-old said it was after the Supreme Court's historic decision to decriminalize Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code last year that she got the confidence to speak about her relationship. The Supreme Court has also struck down the old law. I believe nobody has the right to judge me as an athlete because of my decision to be with who I want. It's a personal decision which should be respected, Duti was quoted as saying. Meanwhile, Taiwan became the first Asian country to legalize same-sex marriage when its parliament passed a bill ahead of a deadline imposed by the Constitutional Court to adopt such legislation. In 2017, the Constitutional Court had ruled that a ban on same-sex marriages violates the right to equality. And finally, the results of the Kerala Karunya lottery are in. The first prize was 80 lakh rupees, the second 10 lakh rupees and the third 1 lakh rupees. There was also a consolation prize of 8,000 rupees. Kerala was the first state to recognize the revenue potential of lotteries. In 1967, the Kerala government imposed a ban on private lotteries and started the Kerala State Lotteries under the Lotteries Department. The department offers weekly lottery draws as also multiple bumper draws. It is one of the biggest sources of non-tax revenues for the state. What would you do if you were to win the lottery? Tell us in the comments below and we'll see you here tomorrow. Love your morning fix? Help support our journalism. Subscribe to Scroll Plus using the link in the description.